Good morning, Facebook friends! Does that sound at all familiar to you? Do you remember Robin Williams? In the movie, he starts the soldier's day off with, "Good morning, Vietnam!" And it occurred to me this morning that that's kind of what I'm doing. Same thing. I don't remember a lot about the movie, but I remember that it was based on a true person, the fellow who used to start the soldiers' day in the camps in Vietnam, and he would start with "Good morning, Vietnam," and then he'd share with them some good news about what was going on at home, and he'd share with them tips about how to make their life in Vietnam easier, things like, "Okay, boys, be shaving with cold water in the morning so you're not giving yourself razor burn in this heat." He did his best to lighten the load, to give them tips to make their life easier. And I realized that's what I'm doing with my Facebook Live in the morning. That's why I'm here. Hi, Robin. Hi, Patricia. And I didn't set out to do this. I just one day had an inspiration and recorded a Facebook Live, and I had so much fun doing it. I thought, I'll do it again tomorrow. And I had so much fun, I'll do it again tomorrow. And now it's this, I have to get up and do my Facebook Live because it really makes me feel good. And I'm sure that's why that radio announcer did it. It made him feel good. But maybe he also understood that committing an act of kindness like that could really, thank you for the heart, could really make somebody else feel good too. And acts of kindness have been studied, and it is shown to do all sorts of wonderful things for not only the perpetrator, the person who's committing that act of kindness, and the person who receives that act of kindness, but anyone who observes an act of kindness even is uplifted. Oxytocin is released, all sorts of feel-good chemicals are released, and it just makes our day. It makes us feel brighter. It makes us have faith in the human race, that there are people out there who are good and kind and loving and compassionate. So I invite you to commit some acts of kindness. Great examples. Monday, I parked my car in the grocery store parking lot. I got out of the car, got back in. Uh-oh. Nothing. Hop out of the car, look around. Anybody? There's a man. He might have booster cables. Go over and ask him. He's like, "Oh no, I'm so sorry. I don't have any booster cables. Good luck with that." The second person I asked, "No, I don't think I have any booster cables." "Wait a minute, let me check." "Yeah, I've got booster cables. I'll happily give you a boost. Where are you parked?" So he drove over and he started my car, and I was so grateful. And he's like, "No worries, somebody did something nice for me the other day. It's the least I could do." And I was so grateful to him. And then yesterday, I was driving home down our very mushy street, and I saw a couple of gentlemen, one elderly gentleman standing on the street looking very frustrated and concerned, and another younger gentleman in his van, zooming, gunning it. And of course, these folks were raised with monsoons, not snow, so they had no idea that by gunning it in the snow over and over, all they were doing was packing and creating ice that they were never going to get out of. So I parked into my garage, grabbed a shovel, marched over with my shovel and said, "Okay, this is the only way you're going to get out. You don't want to be doing what you're doing. You've got to dig this out so that you can pull out gently and not create a bunch of ice." Again, they were so grateful. I walked away feeling good knowing that I'd helped them, and they must have thanked me 1,000 times. They were so grateful. And maybe they're going to take that gratitude out into the world and return that favor to someone else. There we go. There's my quick acts of kindness. They are wonderful. They're wonderful for you. They're wonderful for the people that you offer them to. And they're wonderful for the people who observe. And I'm brought to mind my good friend Suzanne Heaton. She's not just a Facebook friend, but a real live in-person friend too. And Suzanne has a Facebook page and newsletter called Motivated by Nature. And I remember one of her issues, I think it was last year, might have even been 2 years ago, where she wrote about acts of kindness. And she listed all sorts of simple things that people can do as acts of kindness. Pick up garbage in your neighborhood when you go out for a walk. Open the door for someone when you're walking into a building. Smile at somebody. They don't have to be big things like running and getting a shovel for somebody who's stuck. They can just be little things. And I'm so grateful to her for sharing that message that has come back to me more than a year later. It made me realize that committing acts of kindness is just part of my everyday life. And she made me aware of the things that I do that I hadn't even really considered as acts of kindness. But now that I see them that way, it actually has an opportunity to change the way I see myself and how I feel about myself. It lets me know that the little things I do really make a difference in the world. Even the littlest thing can make the biggest difference to someone. And in the end, we all want to know that we made a difference by being here on this planet. So a simple way to do that is to share some little act of kindness with someone today. Feel good about who you are and feel good about the difference you make in the world. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Create a beautiful day through acts of kindness. Love you, Facebook friends.